Good morning. Ah, it's Daniel uh, doing some Yowie research up here in the Royal National Park. Stumbled across some nice little hidey holes. So today, guys, I'll be showing you my old camp spot, which I didn't even realise that I was right next to a cave. And today, sorry about the sunlight. Today we'll be going inside the cave to see if there's any hairs or droppings, Yowie droplets. But for now, I'm going to show you where I camped and how to put together a quick little shelter for the night. Well, not a shelter, a base for the tent. I'm going to shift this tent. So as you can see, I've done a lot of hard work here. I've put all the sticks around the base of it, these stakes. I've hammered in with this rock here. And that creates the stability and the support that you need to lay down all your leaves and your, because this was actually really down on a slant, and I've sort of just built it up by putting all the stuff down here and then curving the soil back, and I've made a nice flat spot. As you can see from down here, you can see that it's true flat. Some beautiful rocks around here. I've noticed other people in their YouTube videos, there's not enough camera angling properly. I mean, like, there's a lot of mountain bike riders that obviously if you try to watch one of those videos, it's just, gives you a headache. So I'm going to try to keep my camera straight, and we're going into this cave. It's right next to me. I brought my torch so I don't have to use anything on the phone because I don't know much about the YouTube video. I know there's a lot you can do, but okay. Now I've already checked the cave this morning. I threw some rocks up here. Yeah, okay, we'll go in. It's not that far, so okay, here we are. That's where I came down from. I'm in the Royal National Park here. I'm a fair way away from town. I brought a lot of supplies with me. We're going to do a backtrack back to my camp soon to show you what I've done down there. But I wanted to move away from this spot because it just looks like it's got the nice flat rocks where the narrow walkway. So here we are. This is the cave next door, I call it. Let me torch. So I was just looking through it at first and noticed, I could almost put my tent up just on this flat rock if I cleared that debris. I thought of, there could be a Joe Blake or a snake or who knows, a big goanna curled up for winter. But, and then I've looked around the corner here and I've noticed a nice big opening. Now, just for the record, guys, I wouldn't play this video if there was any ancient artifacts or paintings or anything in here. So I've already checked for that. So I'm not going into some ancient thing. So we're going to go around. Hitting the torch to make it a bit better. But as you can see in there, the corner, and it's just basically, and this is all waterproof. This has been raining around here for weeks, and all this is it's dry as a bone. And as you can see, it goes right back, look. And there's a pretty reasonably flat place. And some campers like to camp with their head up and their feet down, you know. So I just thought this is a perfect spot for, well, not a yowie, but any animal to get away. And I checked it for droppings yesterday when I was doing a prior check to see if there was any snakes or anything in here. I found this. Now at first I thought that was because when I came here I was at night, and I thought that was a yowie dropping. It had all hair and that in it, but I've done a closer inspection and it's only a little bit of bird's nest. There's a bird's nest up here, or a bat's nest or something. But anyway, you can see, guys, it's all flat back there. No activity, no yowers. Hey, I'm actually up on a ridge here, facing down. Kangaroo Creek is down here, so I've based my camp up there. I'll take a look at this. Guys, if you come across these plants, don't underestimate them. They can really do some damage to your legs. I just love some of the rocks up here and a lot of the trees. It's a lot of hardwood. Anyway, so this is the cave-like structure, and as I first set put a foot upon it, I've noticed it's like a Flintstone sort of house. It's a nice cover on top, see. I thought, oh, that's all it was, but as you know, it's take another look. May as well while the video's playing. I don't mind making videos, it just, once you're out here in the bush, it takes up a lot of power and charge out of your phone downloading them. So sometimes you've got to wait till you get back to civilization, because I'm totally off track here, guys. I'm totally off track. So we're going back in, lights on. We've turned the corner down low. It starts off about 2 meters high here. Oh. yeah, about 2 meters high. And then it just goes further back still. And I think right up in the corner there, it's pretty much, you can put your hand out the other side. If there, I think there must be a little hole there. But yeah, what a beautiful little cave. And I'm sort of, once I first stumbled on it, I thought, oh no, there's going to be some paintings in here. It's definitely an original place, but it's not. But I reckon they might have camped around here. So, yeah, it's a magical place up here. It's I like to be a bit like Robson Green with my videos. Like, I want to talk about the actual fish, or and I make my videos a little bit humorous. So, what we're going to do next, guys, is a little lesson. Sometimes if you're camping and you got no water and you're on top of a mountain and there's cliff edges and you don't want to go down to the creek to get the water, and you're going to be in the area for a few days, I'm just going to show you a quick trick. If you know it's going to be raining, so I'll just back up and this is my old tent. But yeah, I was camping right next to the spot. Yeah, not realising the cave next door. So that's just my backpack. I've got to take that back. But this, guys, this is the, I call it a water tank or water catchment. I'm only using a, this here is a wheelie bin garbage bag. They seem to be the best because they're heavy duty. And they're heavy duty and they're a little bit larger than the normal garbage bags. And if you know you're in for a good downpour, you obviously angle the bag down so the water drains in like any normal catchment area. And then the water's a bit dirty there, but I'm going to stop drinking that bit of water because I want to go for an adventure down to the creek later on and get some more. But anyway, we'll take a walk back to my camp, and then I'll show you the cliff edge down towards the creek, and then I'll let you go. But yeah, I'll try to keep the camera reasonably still for you. Yeah, brilliant lookouts. We just had the cockatoos in here earlier. We had the white ones and the black ones. Yeah, the two different types of cockatoos. I've never really seen them together. It's just a vertical rock face. It seems like I'm walking into some, I don't know, like a building I'm walking next to in New York or something. Some old building. Yeah. I was hearing some tree knocking and some rock hitting the other night around this area, but I'm pretty sure it was human. So there was other campers up here and possibly having a few tins, or some sort of party going on. But yeah, I haven't really seen any evidence rather than that cave and anything reasonably considered. So that's just my hat. Sometimes it's a good idea if you're in the bush and if you know you're only going about 300 to 400, 500 meters away from your camp. It's always good to leave something like a marker tied up in the tree like this, and that way even if you get lost in the area, you're gonna stumble upon, which was my hat. So I know I'm on the right track, and I'm going steep downhill. Now in this terrain, guys, we've got these old trees here. These are like a swamp tree. I've seen plenty of these in Byron Bay. They get this little hairy seed pod on it. Now, I use them for firewood. They tend to keep the fire very hot. Good idea. And I think if you put them in your fire, the seeds get dispersed, and you're doing the tree a favour. Okay, getting closer. Here we go. I'm pretty proud of it, guys. I built it yesterday, so as you can see, it's the same sort of structure. I've ripped out all the wood in the old trees. I put all the rubbish, all under here, there's all wood and stuff, and now it's a nice soft platform. There's a bit of all my junk up there. And the firewood stash at the back, in case it gets another 1 degree like the other day. It's the bag. I hauled that up here. So it's pretty spacious. I've done a lot of groundwork on it. I've dug it all out. Thank God it's pretty peat moss. It's a peat sort of sandy loam. It's from the sandstone. And the sandstone's fallen down and crumbling, and that's what I'm left with, a nice soft soil to dig at. So makes life easy. Yeah. So I've tied my tarpaulin. It's the saviour. Every camper should have a tarpaulin anyway. So, and just tie them up above the tent. And as for the water catchment, I've only just introduced a cup, so from now on I'm just going to catch me water. The water will fall down into a bucket that I tie up here. So yeah, I'm doing it easy. So camping easy, but I'm always on every night it's cold. There's not much to do, so I tend to be sitting intent, just listening to things. I haven't heard much at all. A few cooeys because there's a walking track over in the distance, and I think just some mountain bikers or something might have heard me, because I like to have the radio playing in the background. Keeps me sane while I'm, listening to certain things. But my hunt for the Yowie is a personal thing, really. But not a personal, but I'm on video. But I think the way to do it is not to have any fear, and you must base yourself in the area. Base yourself in that area for a while and own that area. It's your place, and you blend in. Like that cave, I could easily go in there in a electric storm or something. I could easily go in there. So I'm going to finish the video down here now. I'll take you for a walk down to the cliff. It's beautiful. I love that. It's just perfect area for a seat. I was sitting here the other day. Looks like a little lounge chair. Eh? You can just look out. You can just look out here. It's a bit of a cliff. It's probably a 20-meter drop. Some places 30, 40 meters. As you can see, there's a lot of rocky outcrops. Unexplained, unadventured terrain, possibly. I'm just going to get away from the edge of the rocks because I always pride myself on safety around cliff edges and stuff like this. Just can't be sure, You might have a cramp in your leg suddenly and then you don't know what could happen. So always look after yourself, especially when you're out bush. And guys, if you ever run out of phone charge, it's a good thing just to head back home and to get the refresher charge and the power banks. So you're going to be safe for a snake bite or an encounter with a yowie. Who knows if they're vicious though. Well, some say they're a little bit timid and they like to run away. I've got a different thing. I think the yowie might be a bit of a stalker. So we get back to square one. I'd rather be stalking the yowie any day. Okay guys, I'm going to get back to it. I need to have a coffee and sit down. I'm grateful that I'll be able to upload